Hi guys, welcome to After Class. This is the first video of multiple videos that will be coming up in the future. If you guys do like this and subscribe and like and share, now we can create more and more of the same type of videos. So basically, what we are going to do today is we are going to rank our favorite or our personal top 10 films of the year for Indian films of this year. We have Ritik with us today and we have Shamantak with us today. So why don't we get started? Ritik, how much films have you watched this year?
I watched around 106 films this year.
Okay, 100 Indian films.
No, we'll go with total number of films.
Okay.
Because, totally I watched around 106 films this year. Main reason being I attended a film festival, so 23 films there. So what about you, Samantak? How many films have you watched?
I have watched 76 movies. That is only which have been released this year. I spent a lot of time watching old movies. So yeah, I have watched 76 movies. That's all. A lot of movies in the theaters. So it was a very good theatrical experience this year. So Ewan, so how about you?
I watched around 72 films in theater and or whichever released this year. The main reason I couldn't touch the 100 mark is because I was spending time to take my own film. So I think I'll postpone all these films released this year.
One eternity later.
Okay then boys, let's go into the list. We'll start. So Ritik, which is the film you gave, the last position or at least the 10th position in your list?
So 10th position, I have Nishanchi. So I had a blast in the theater. Anurag Kashyap, my first Anurag Kashyap film in the theaters, and I went alone for it. Had a fun time. The most mainstream film of his, I guess. It was so fun. And I haven't watched part 2. It released on Prime, but I will watch it. But Nishanchi is number 10, man.
Okay. The film that's in my 10th position is Kantara. I'm sorry, all Kannadigas and Kannada fans or anybody who likes Rishabh or Rukmini Vasan. I'm a fan of Rukmini Vasan. The thing is, its predecessor had much more scope and the story was actually, I felt, something was new in the first film. But in the second film, I felt like I knew what is actually happening. It didn't, astonish me or it didn't give me a feeling of watching a film. It felt like I'm watching a drama. So
It was commercialized.
yeah, it felt too commercialized. They the goal of making a good film was undermined by the fact of making a high grosser of the film. So I feel it kind of missed a few nuances or detailing was there. Nuances, connection with the film I missed over there. So I give it 10th place.
At least you have it in your top 10.
He's not there in his top
That's not
10.
just personal.
My 10th position movie is Marisan.
Marisan.
Marisan, interesting.
I was blown away with, like, I have never seen Vadivelu in that shade. So I was blown away by his acting, and Fahad is Fahad. For me, he is like, I've already told this personally to Yuvan so many times. We have had this conversation a lot of times. Fahad and Ranveer are like current contemporaries who are like the best in the country, like that generation of actors. So I was just like, I was not surprised by Fahad, rather I was just mesmerized, like I usually am whenever I watch Fahad Fasil. So Marisan comes to me at 10th place.
Marisan, especially the sequences of Fahad Fasil and Vadivel, the sudden change in the emotion once the twist comes out, you can see it only through the eyes of Fahad Fasil that he knows the change, but he doesn't show it in his body language. I think that kind of acting is just pure phenomenal.
And to mention, like Yuvan and I watched it together in the theater. So I told this time after the movie also, like pre-climax, there's a scene where Fahad, like in the hotel where he stands and looks up. Like there's one shot of him. I told you remember that should have been the interval. This thing. That was really good, so good. Fahad, I mean, I have no words to say about him. He's just so good. There's not enough words that do justice to him. Okay, my number 9 is Court State versus a Nobody.
Okay.
It was a really good watch, and it's a really good legal film that has come from Indian cinema, especially from Telugu. This thing, because I did not expect a movie. I'm not taking a dig at anyone. It's just that I did not expect what is it, Tollywood to make a movie like this, and it's pretty well done. And I liked. I'm not recalling his name, the lead actor, but he did a pretty decent job.
I think this is his first film as the protagonist
lead
role. Yeah. So if I'm wrong, do let us know in the comments. Priyadarshi. Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, that was, and I like the way the story was narrated, like the way it was taken from the beginning towards the end. So yeah, that comes at number 9 for me.
Ritik, what about you?
So my number 9 is the Malayalam film called Ranth. So I watched it in OTT. It's it's acted by wait. So main leads are Dileesh Pothan and Roshan Matthew, and they both come as police officers. It's about the truth in our society. We think, okay, police officers are there to protect us, but how far is that true, right? So we have seen many films like Visaranai where police brutality has been shown, but this takes a different route. And what a performance! I guess it's like it happens in one night. And it's so amazing. The film is very gripping. It's self-questioning, makes us question the system. So I guess a very good film, Ranth. If you haven't watched,
My 9th film would be Parandu Po from
Ram.
Ram and Mirchi Shiva. I think that film, has a more, its storytelling is very different from any kind of films you might watch in this 2025. It felt very, peaceful. When I was watching that film, generally when you watch a film, what is going to happen? You'll be curious. You'll be thinking on something, that what is happening? Why is this happening? You'll be, wanting to know more and more. But when I'm watching Parandu Po, it just felt I am flying. The meaning Parandu Po is fly away. It just felt like I am flying into the story and just listening to the characters. Like last year's Meyyalagan. My God, it is not a Meyyalagan type of a film, but it's somewhat similar to the emotion that Meyyalagan is trying to portray over here. So personally, I'm a sucker for those kind of films, and so Parandu Po is 9th in my list. Okay, and the next position, the 8th one would be Dragon. So
Okay, interesting choice.
The thing is, the entire film was around like very average or below average for me, until the moment in the climax which changed the entire core concept of the film. It was all
morality.
It was all about second choices, and what he says in the end makes much more sense as to people require these values in them today. Something like you should not put down others just for you to get up. Something like these I feel is very less spoken in films today. Films are there are films, but a quality film like this which speaks quality values, I think this deserves a good spot, and it surely entertained me throughout the film. I watched it around 3 times in theatre, so it was good enjoyment over there. Shamantak.
My number 8 would be Veera Dheera Suran Part 2.
Oh,
so
Good film,
I had like the best experience watching it in the theater, and Chian Vikram is obviously a goated actor. He's really good. I don't think he has got enough appreciation throughout his career for whatever he has done. And coming back to the movie, what I loved the most about the movie is like it's slow paced, like in the beginning to start with, and then suddenly it hits off. And I never felt like, okay, like the movie is going fast or this thing. I was like, I wanted to sit there for another 3-4 hours and I would have just watched it. The only other movie that I had experience like that this year was Durandar. Okay. But Veera Dheera Suran Part 2, especially the single shot sequences, I was like blown away. I was like, what was it? Like, bro, what are you cooking over there?
Really, I think it was 10 to 15 minutes of single sequence.
The camera angle also, the way, like, he's jumping around, he's going down this thing and all that, some tunnel. It's not exactly a tunnel, some downhill jump and all, right? So I was like, bro, it's like it feels like it's a video gameplay, you know, like when you're playing Far Cry or something, you're watching and you're like, what is happening over there? And it felt very realistic, like those sequence, that single shot sequence, what he did. So it was very realistic, and I liked his. It was a very small, but like it was an impactful one also. The love arc. So it was pretty nice, like for Chian's, because what is it? For Chian's age, I'm not saying he looks old or anything, but for his character,
amazing.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Same,
Yeah.
yeah.
I see. People will bash me if I say. No, what I liked was the way they have shown his love arc also. So that was pretty like that's how it actually happens when you come to a rural side or this kind. So they have not stereotyped it, is what I'm telling. Yeah. So that's what I liked. So overall, it was a really good movie for me. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And talking about his point about that single shot, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the single shot in Veera Dhirasuran more than the single shot in Retro.
Yeah.
Because I think, okay, maybe controversial opinion maybe, but Veera Dhirasuran's single shot is very organic in that sense, where it doesn't feel like, oh, look at this, I'm taking a single shot. It's not that. But Retro single shot was like very onto the face. I was like, okay, they're taking a single shot, but
I think the main reason that happened over there is because
it was very staged.
Yeah, in Retro, you have two characters as the primary focus. So, which is the hero and the hero's father. You have the secondary actress, which is Pooja Hegde, who she's trying to portray importance to the lens. But what happens in Veera Dhirasuran is you have like 15 to 25 characters coming and going inside and outside the lens and the focus. It makes you feel like you're really in that place. But in Retro, you feel like you're watching a film. But in Veera Dhirasuran, like he said,
you are in that battleground.
You are the one who's playing the game kind of feel. So that, like he said, organic.
And Karthik Subraj is like one of my most favorite directors in India, right? Yeah. In the world itself. In Jigadanda, you can see all his films have that single shot. But Retro felt onto the face. That's what
it felt very imposed. Like it was very, very forcedly, pushed on the viewers.
Meanwhile, Veera Dhirasuran I really enjoyed. Okay. I'll go with my eighth film is the Hindi film called Homebound. So by Neeraj Gaiwan, I love his Masan. I love his, Vicky Kaushal's first film, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so amazing film Homebound. It manages to take that. It represents the minorities as like a Muslim and the Dalit. Or not only that, but it takes that and makes it it questions the system. I'm repeating the point, but it does question the system. But it goes to the COVID era, right?
Exactly.
COVID era, and it teaches about our privileges in our life. We are all privileged. If you're sitting here, you're watching this video, we're talking about this. We're talking about films. We enjoy films. It's all a privilege. And the lead actors, Ishan Katar and Vishal Jatwa, were amazing, and even the mom's character. But really, it moved me. It was like, why is this happening? Why am I, getting to live this life, and why are they not getting to, live a better life? So it just shows the reality, and but it does get a little diluted towards the end, which Masan didn't. Masan was brilliant. I love it. It's goated. Yeah, it's goated.
But to add to what he was telling about Homebound, like it addressed the core issue of casteism in India, especially in North India.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene in the office where he asks, "Aapka gotra kya hai?" So basically, he's asking, what is his caste? So even in the office, they're so narrow-minded people, even today. Like, and I mean, most people won't even notice it nowadays. Like, I have met so many people where I'm just talking. They casually ask you what is your caste. They make it sound like, what's your name? Or where you from? It just comes. What's your caste? And you say it. They have this sudden change in the reaction. People, no matter how advanced they look, how modern they look, still that casteism is there. And I think it'll take a pretty long time to leave India or I think even if you remove the religious things and all, the casteism will come at the end of the day.
No, see, the thing is, it's the human nature. Whatever you do, end of the day, humans cannot live without a segregation of group. If you remove every religion, if you remove every caste, they'll again segregate themselves on the gender. See, humans have to prove they're better than the other. How do they do that? By pushing down one segment of the group just so that they can look better. So I think, yeah, we have to be.
And it's also that scene in the office. It did happen in the time.
Bison. The thing is, for me, Mari Selvaraj is a phenomenal director, and
Agreed.
Dhruv Vikram did
Bottle.
one of the best performances. The efforts he has put into the making. When he plays kabaddi, it feels like he really is playing kabaddi. And like you said, Mari Selvaraj film, it's not his best, but certainly it's watchable. It's not for me. It's still much better than whatever films that came during this year. So I didn't watch much films, so it's there.
And Dhruv's performance again, I forgot to tell it, but brilliant performance.
Anupama, bro, the main thing I have to speak on this film is I wanted to speak this, but I don't know where. I didn't get a platform. Now I'm speaking this. Both the characters you find, Lal and who's the other guy?
Amir.
Both their characters, you know, generally people feel caste films or any film which speaks on societal problems, they show the people as bad people, one-sided bad people. Here I felt like both Lal and Amir were on the
gray side of it.
I couldn't, in the sequences in the beginning, I thought, okay, these guys are not morally correct, but later on when I'm watching, I'm understanding these guys are involved in it not because they want to do it. They want to escape from the system, but they're just not able to do, and they think violence is the answer. And when they see Dhruv trying to fight and play and go up, they both make sure he leaves that system and he goes out there. So I feel a part of the film is just skyrocketing in value for me over there to show, and it's a reality, bro. So I just feel like that's too good.
What about you, Samantak? Your seventh?
My number 7 is Loka.
Okay. Yeah.
Loka, the thing is, it's a personal opinion. I had a lot of problems with the superhero element, like the vampires. For me, it's just that it went against everything I knew about vampire, basically. Okay, but again, we'll talk about it later. What I loved was the filmmaking. It was really good. The transitions were so good. Like that's
the neon lighting. Wow.
Yeah, it's so good. And Kalyani has come so beautiful in that. Yeah. No, and I have this thing. I don't I hope it doesn't become controversial. I just saw this tweet the other day. So how how Malayalam movie shows a superhero. So basically, whenever Kalyani is in a scene, the focus is on her face. It's like Rashmika's movie. So, and it was like the blouse was too deep cut. Like I don't know what they call it. I don't know the term.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Yeah, even I haven't watched it, but I've seen a trailer and images. They have basically she looks like an item dancer. Her whole superhero costume is like that of an item dancer.
No, I feel again it's not depending on Bollywood.
And both of them are vampires, for your information.
Yeah. What I'm saying is,
So my number 7 is the Hindi film which actually released in 2023 but came to Prime Video in 2025. So we'll consider it as 2025 film itself. So it's Stolen. Amazing film. It happens in one day, right? Starts in the night time and it goes till the next day. So it's amazing. It has great action, great technical stuff. Also the social political commentary is amazing. Great performance from I forgot the name. Patal Lok. I loved him in Patal Lok. His name is Abhishek Banerjee. Yeah. Even the mom character also did a pretty good job. But yeah, love the film Stolen. If you have time, watch it. amazing film.
My dad told me this story. I don't know how true this is because I haven't seen it on any reel or this thing. So basically, when Anurag Kashyap was directing Gangs of Wasseypur, Abhishek Banerjee was the assistant cameraman basically over there.
Okay.
So the thing is, Anurag Kashyap did not have the permission to shoot Gangs of Wasseypur. So what they used to do is they used to just take the car, whatever the sequences is, they used to just record. If police comes, they used to run away. So police used to arrest someone. No. So every time Anurag Kashyap used to send Abhishek Banerjee to the jail. Next day they used to bail him out. Come do it like this. He has gone 3 to 4 times.
I'm not surprised. With knowing Anurag Kashyap, I'm not surprised.
Like they have come from that background only altogether. They have worked very hard. They have strived too much to get this opportunity.
Yeah, amazing film. Again, it's like I think it's also backed by Vikramaditya Motwane and Anurag Kashyap.
Yeah.
So
I know about Anurag Kashyap.
The movie
I
is
know
back.
the guy.
Yeah. So amazing film. We're moving on to the top 6. So my sixth film, top 6 is Dhurandhar.
Okay.
So Dhurandhar is in my 6th position. Apart from the propaganda, the anti-Pakistan, everything, really love the film. The film was amazing. The characters, Akshay Khanna was what a screen presence. I really enjoyed the film. 3.5 hours flew by. So everything was great. I didn't even feel a little, I wasn't detached from the film at all. The only thing that didn't work was the romance portions. It was kind of cliched, even though when they showed the girl as a younger girl and him as, that was new, but still
again I feel that's kind of a propaganda point of showing a younger aged girl
in Pakistan.
You know how it works.
Yeah.
And for legal reasons they kept it 18 only.
And they showed some people as gay over there wantedly, like in Pakistan. Madhavan's dialogues were a little very propaganda, so that didn't work. Leave that aside, that's just me, but the film is amazing, the characters, everything. So Dhurandhar is in.
Then going to my 6th position, we have Tourist Family. Okay,
Interesting.
Tourist Families, I don't know, it's again, I told you I'm sucker for good feel films, It's fun, it's entertaining, I had a good laugh. If you ask me if I could watch the film again and again, I would say no. But again, the experience in that one particular time, peaked so much that it, wins over other films experiences I had in the theatre. And I'm a person who likes to watch films in theatre alone. But for this film, I went with family and still I enjoyed it, okay? So that speaks a lot for Tourist Family.
Number 6. My number 6 is Sue from So. And the reason I rank it so high is because I'm a Kannadiga, and it's not because it's Kannadiga, it's a Kannada movie, no. Because for me, see, movies like Parandupo or Tourist Family, you need to know the language. See, in Karnataka, we have majorly you have the south, basically Bangalore, Mysore, one accent is the dialect is there. Then you have the basically the Konkan region, okay, Udupi, Mangalore and all, you have this dialect where people are so nice. The people are genuinely very nice, okay. The thing is, I don't know how to translate it to English. The thing is, for example, if I'm going to, like, I have had a fight with a guy, I'll come to you. I'm like, Macha, I scolded him so much, you will be like, did he scold on his forefathers or grandmother? What scold and come? You know what that person would have told? He was like, if you do this again, I'll just not talk to you. This is what they tell them. So this is their innocence. See, I'll tell you one thing. If I was not, I'm not saying this just because, it's a regional movie. If I was not a Kannadiga and if this movie I was made to watch, I don't think I'd have enjoyed it. I don't think I would have even given it 2 stars. Because the thing is, this is based on all subtle jokes. It's not even like the literal jokes. You can't make literal translation also. Literal translation also, you won't understand anything. You have to, like, that momentarily, that one word. See, sometimes I say the word chumma. That does not. Chumma means simply. Okay, literal translation is simply. If I say simply, nobody will laugh. But in that situation, if I say chumma, we might laugh for like 5 minutes. Like, what That just one word. It's not a big joke. Nothing is there. But yeah, you can laugh on that. So Sue from So is a movie like that, and I had the best experience because I went on the first premiere show. The movie got over, and towards the end, Ashoka is like, what is it? He acts. His friends are like telling you took this much money from me and all. Then suddenly he starts, and that rap comes. That rap is sung by Rajbi Shetty. The thing is, when that rap started, the movie paused. Rajbi Shetty walked in. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Rajbi Shetty walked in with a speaker in his hand and a mic, and he started rapping. Okay, everyone, all of us just stood up and we started clapping. We were like, Raj Shetty, Raj Shetty. And we were screaming. And then this guy goes on to rap for 1 whole minute, and then he stops and he was like, "Did you guys like the movie?" Everybody screamed yes. Then he was like, "We just have one small this thing. This is a because it's you said it was a commercial this thing." It was not a commercial movie. It's a very low budget.
2,000 years later.
Yeah, I think I have to go with my fifth film.
Fifth film.
So, Loka and Ponman. I didn't know which to choose because both were really good. Ponman was Basil, and that is a different beast, bro. I'm just seeing him, okay? I see so much of transformation, changes, and then more than the story, I think he single-handedly, carried that film. So, personally, as a film, it might be rated lower, but since the effort and the, I received the film much better because he acted in the film. So that's that. And Loka, bro, magnificent, bro. I'm looking at everything. I had no problem whatsoever because personally for me, when I thought vampire, they portrayed vampire in a different manner than what I was known to. But later on I understood it's their universe. They can create whatever they want, and it did make sense when I watched the film separately, without having any pre-knowledge of any information I had. And these Kannada sequences, I do know for a fact it's not very inclusive. It's very derogatory certain times, but I feel other than those aspects, the film worked good for me. I was able to visually and was entertained. The sequences fine.
Top 5 is Kanta. Number 5 is Kanta.
Okay.
So I loved the movie, but all in all, I tell the con first. I felt like something was missing in the movie. I don't know what. I'm still not able to recognize what it is, but I felt like something very important was missing in the movie. And Dalkar's acting, they have given him the name called Retro Star. I think he is very well deserving of that. He's done really well in this movie, and especially his acting. It's like very. I know he got a lot of recognition. Everybody was posting reels about him doing those scenes. But again, whatever they say, it's an understatement because that's really mind-blowing acting for me. And but main focus is Bhagyashree Bose. And see, here is a woman who's taking the attention from her counterpart, that too who happens to be Dulquer Salmaan. And she takes that attention not because of her body, not because of her dancing or anything, purely because of her acting. I don't think there are a lot of women in our Indian cinema who can act and then overshadow their male counterparts. Okay, so here and Bhagyashree Bose, I think this is the movie where she showed that she is not just every other eye candy actress who's come over here to do some item songs or just come out as that one lover girl, do the job and leave. She has shown that she can do a lot more. Like people, if they have good scripts, she can be used.
Yeah.
So that's what I liked about Bhagyashree Bose, and of course she's very pretty also to look at. So all the more the reason why to make female-centric movies. If you are making, do make more. But if you're making, Bhagyashree Bose is a very good choice for you to cast. And apart from that, one more thing, I don't know, I'm not recalling the guy's name. What is that Dulquer's guru's name?
Samudrakani.
He's really good. Bro, he's like good. He's too good. That's all.
So my fifth film is number 5 is Loka. So really enjoyed it. I watched it twice in the theaters, once on the TV, an amazing Kalyani performance. And Naslan also, we are, we're not taking the Naslan's POV, right, in the film. We are taking Kalyani's POV. So we start with Kalyani, and then Naslan seems like an outsider. So generally what other films do is we'll follow Naslan's POV, so that we'll get to know, then we'll be shocked about Kalyani drinking blood, being a vampire, then they'll set up the world like that. But here they take a different road. We empathize with Kalyani's character. We empathize with her, living for like hundreds and hundreds of years. She's alive. The loneliness, the existentialism of living, of immortalism or something like that, immortality. So that, amazed me. We follow her, and then her eyes somewhat show the sadness. Even though she's amazing, she's stunning on screen, her eyes show that loneliness, the sadness of the character. So, and amazing visuals, music. Even though the second half becomes more like action, Sandy's character becomes this, and Sandy's character, representing misogyny or something. Even though it deviates konjam, but still amazing film. And cameos also worked for me, except for Saubin Shahi's cameo, which was like few seconds. Tovino's and Dulquer's cameo was amazing. Yeah, so I'll go with my fourth place, which is Humans in the Loop, Hindi film, and also another language which I don't know, but I watched it on Netflix. It also released in the theaters, but amazing film. It's about tribal women, doing programming for the AI in offices, right? So they do AI inputs, right? Generally, when you search something, AI replies with an answer, with some photographs. It analyzes an image. So it's about how tribal women coming from a very not so very privileged background, they have to take care of the family, they have to take care of the kids, and the men mostly are misogynistic or oppressive, so they have to come over that and do a job for their job on their own. They have to take care of the kids and the family, and how they contribute to the AI development in this world. And it's amazing. The film is very tender. It's only 1 hour 15 minutes long, I guess. Amazing film. I watched it on Netflix. Brilliant cinematography. It has many metaphors with the porcupine. It's very amazing. The performances are brilliant. I think it was very tender film. So that's Humans in the Loop is my number 4.
Shamantak.
Yeah, my number 4 is Tourist Family. I think we have already spoken enough about it. But but one thing I'll say is, even for a person who is not a native Tamil speaker, and Yuvan told me that it's actually Sri Lankan Tamil and all is involved. But the thing is, I was able to genuinely, and at that point of time when Tourist Family came out, my Tamil was like, understanding was not that good as it is now. But I really enjoyed the movie, like even with the subtitles, and I think it was more of a situational comedy also. So it really enjoyed, and it was a very meaningful movie towards the end. And again, I will draw comparisons over here. The sick guy was speaking Tamil, so guys, literally.
So my number 3 film is Bad Girl. It was supposed to be maybe in my top 2 or even 1, but then it changed in the due course of time. But I watched Bad Girl in the theaters, loved it. It gave a very new perspective about women. Even though we have friends who are girls, we know their perspective. We don't get to live as women, right? So that we don't get to see films from a female gaze or something. So it was very fresh about how they see relationships. I don't want to talk about it objectively. This is what, because it changes.
We do have a very similar mindset. I think Modern Love Chennai once series where we see the love from the girl's perspective. I forgot the episode.
The Kumarajas episode?
Not the Kumaraja, the other one.
The first one, Lover movie.
Lover,
hero.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. The
I
first
think
one.
I think we need more of those because film is supposed to be open. There should not be any rules and regulations. There should not be any fixed mindset of views how we perceive a life. So we need to have different people. I think the Bad Girl was taken by a girl director. So I think
Varsha Bharat.
Yeah, exactly. So when we watch the film, it gives a new meaning
Perspective.
to the perspective, new light.
And not only because it was the film was made from a female gaze and by director who's a woman. Varsha Bharat, again, congrats for the film. I mean, it got many appreciation also, and I really love the film. Not only because of that, but it's a very good film. It takes coming of age. It goes with different stages in her life. In her school days, in her college days, and then when she goes into to work or something. So it was really good. It was very tender. It doesn't have a single theme to it. It also talks about generational oppression. Her grandmother, then the oppression comes to the mother, then her. So then she breaks the chain, right? So that it's not very rebellious. It's not a rebellious film at all.
Her mother herself has, different.
Yeah.
She herself is blocking the oppression that she's giving on her child because she knows for a fact what she's doing is wrong. But she's in a situation where she's forced to do what she's doing.
Then she hates her mother. She hates this oppressive system, and then she starts to learn why that comes in the first place. She starts to empathize with her mother. That happens. I mean, and it was very tender in that sense, and awesome soundtrack, awesome songs by Amit Trivedi. His first Tamil film. Amit Trivedi's first Tamil film. So love the film. Bad Girl. That's my number 3. What about you, Samantak?
Number 3 is Lalit and blockbuster Tudarum.
Okay.
So I just loved the movie, and like one of the things which is I don't think a lot of people know about this. Like when the first sequence, like they show the name of the actor. No. So you guys remember how they show? Have you watched Tudarum? You guys?
No.
You and you?
Tudarum, no.
Oh my god. Oh. You guys have to watch it.
Okay. I was about to watch it, then my mom was like, no, I didn't.
Okay, no, basically, usually how they show the actor's name, or there's some mask class to it or everything. So basically, in this Tudarum, there's this one elephant, like lightning strikes. It's all natural, okay? Like the lightning comes, the elephant is walking there. Right next to the elephant, Mohanlal's name will come. I was like, it obviously came in Malayalam, okay? I only got to know after the guy sitting next to me. I asked him, is that Lalitan's name? He was like, yeah, it's Mohanlal. Then I was like, oh, okay, fine. But then it's like the way they showed, like that elephant is him. Okay, so right from the start, it's an in and out. Like it's not like the mass movies we have in Tamil or Kannada or Telugu. You know how Malayalam mass is. Even if they put mass, there's some realistic or class to it where you feel like. And it's Lalit again. So his swag is on point, like it's next level. And the way the iconic, there's one scene where he jumps through the like there's this one wall where it has a gap, so he jumps through. He's wearing a mund, so he'll jump and come. So the whole theater went mad, and the story is really good.
And I heard the villain's character was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the story is really good, very well written. All the characters are very well written, and the thing about especially this I only find in Tamil and Malayalam movies in India, like they like what is it? Embrace the very desiness of what we as Indians have. Okay, you take even in Kannada and Telugu, what I've seen is like very common things, like the actor shaves. All this, like again, it depends on the role also. But again, usually you have this even for mass movies, you have that stigma that okay, I need to have a clean shaved body or this thing. But in Tamil and Malayalam movies, and this is the reason why I love it so much, because they show, you see, just because some guy has so much hair on his chest or his leg does not make him like they have this whole chocolate boy image, image. So this thing, macha, like if you are a man, obviously you are bound to have hair. Like, come on, accept it. It's not like you have to see, because for the longest time, the girls I spoke to, they're always like, hey, he has to have this clean, this thing. And I'm like, he's a man. What else do you expect? That is literally what is his characteristic. Okay.
Animal Ranbir Kapoor's dialogue.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, this thing, actually, as a kid, I had this insecurity, so my mother had to tell this to me. I was like, when I first got one hair over here, I went to my mom. I was like, I started crying. I was like, I have this one hair. She was like, you're a man, be proud of it, go.
Next, I'll go with my top 3. Dhurandhar.
Third place Dhurandhar.
Yeah. The thing is, I had very good fun time. I watched it thrice in theater, and it was just crazy good.
Thrice in theater.
And I paid only once, because twice he took me and went. Yeah, once I went with a separate friend, and it was a different experience.
With a friend.
Yeah.
He went with a friend.
Okay, the friend is out of the question. Okay. So, coming back to the film, for me, simple. Akshay Khanna, if he was not there, the film is like 2 out of 5. Because the film, bro, the character, raw agent, okay, he's muscular, he's looking crazy with all the hair and everything. He's standing there, my eyes is not even going to it. I'm just sticking back to Akshay Khanna, even when he's not doing anything. He's simply standing there and smoking. He's actually trying to act, or he's acting, but I'm not still seeing Ranveer. I'm just still everything from there. The gore or the A certificate in the film was used well, and the torture sequences were very, it felt very hard, raw. Even I felt in certain films you see gore and be like, okay, but here exactly the A certificate was used again, leaving India's certifications. The film, leaving its core point, as a film it's good, but when you speak about the core points, I have a lot of personal differences. But again, leaving that aside, film is top class.
So like second, you start.
You want me to start with second?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very recent film, like 25th December it released. Sirai. It's a Tamil film. The thing is, if you guys have watched Court, it's kind of similar, bringing to the concept of the film, but as a separate film, when you look at it from the beginning till the end, you don't see which is not required. You don't find anything which is abnormal, which is standing out. Everything has a meaning in that film. From detailing, it's a kind of like a time period film where they showed sequences from 2003. Okay, they did not have to showcase any calendars or any kind of sequences which portrays it to be 2003. They can just say 2003 and they can just carry on with the action. But what happens is, you see them in the without the focus, a blurred calendar which is given the date and the day, which is perfectly aligning with the film which is going through it. So I feel that detailing plays a major role. And Vikram Prabhu, through beautiful acting. And I feel the actors did as much as they can for the scope, but again, the acting is not the primary focus over here. The story, the film as a whole, was really brilliant. And when I was watching in theater, the build up of every sequence, I went along with it. There was no much reaction from the audience, because I felt it was a very poor audience reaction from their side, because the sequences I wanted to shout, I'm wanting to shout and nobody's, the aura is not there, the atmosphere is not there, but still I enjoyed that film. So Sirai is in top 2.
Number 2 is Bison. but I still don't believe it's Mari Selvaraj's best work yet. For me, Bison is a movie that breathes through songs. Like, again, I watched this movie without any subtitles, and I loved the songs. Okay, now if you ask me, I won't be able to tell you whatever the meaning is. But I was sitting, I watched it with one good friend of mine, Alan. So we were watching together. I'm like, both of us are looking at each other, and we are like, "Die such a good film. Die such a good film." We're just saying this. I think I would have said until the climax, okay, until the last 20 minutes, I have told it's a good film at least 15. And Yuvan knows I'm not someone who likes to talk in between the movie. I'm like, everybody around me should shut up. Nobody should talk, okay? Unless it's some in and out mass movie that you have gone, you have to just scream. Okay. So I am someone who likes to be by myself when watching a movie. So I was speaking so much because I love the visuals, okay? Especially that one scene where the car is toppled out from the bridge and he comes out, that whole flowers field. I'm like, even the chaos is shown with such beauty. I don't think...
The small knife comes out with a hand and the...
See, for me, I tell you, this movie would have easily been at least 4.5 or a 5. If at all. The last 20 minutes was shot properly. I didn't like the way the Kabaddi match. It looked like some random, here only they have put some CGI he has put in the back, and like the whole movie has done it so well. It looks so real, and I think it is real. I think he has gone to the villages only and shot all those sequences.
Dhruv Vikram spent around 1.5 years, 2 years in that village to get into that character.
Yeah, and he got so much injuries playing that character. My God.
Yeah, that I saw the reason.
Blood, bro. The blood of Vikram, Dhruv Vikram. They are.
No, I told this to, I don't know if I told this to him or someone. I told it to my brother, I guess. Dhruv Vikram has a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential. He can become one of the best actors like there, but he has to do it properly. He has to choose good scripts. He has to work. I'm not saying he's a great actor as of yet, but he has potential. He has a potential to become a great actor, a very great actor, if he does everything right. Like if he has the best teacher at his home only. He doesn't need to go to any acting school, but still, whatever it is, however he learns his craft. But I think he has a lot of potential. And Anupama also, when the first glimpse of her, I was like, what the hell happened to her? But as I watched the movie, I understood why, the whole reason why she is like why her makeup is like that and everything. So I loved it. Like even with that whole thing, she looked beautiful. And it's not about her physical beauty I'm talking, it's the character. The character is so beautiful. Like for a village movie, that too in the Tamil movie, which has so many caste things also. In that he is showing older girl love story, and the way his love story, I knew from the beginning. I was like, this Dhruv Vikram only would have done something. I knew. Okay, then he showed that sequence where this thing, he goes and kisses her when he's sleeping. No, so I was like, this guy is because he was acting too nonchalant in front of her. So I was like, okay, this guy has done something. That's why he's acting too much. So that was really nice. I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. So that was it. One thing that really pissed me off about Bison was everything he has done so well. Okay, it's like everything he has done so well. Towards the end, he took everything and he threw it somewhere aside. I felt it like that. Especially like I can't help but that 20 minutes is bothering me. Like that Kabaddi match, I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, you just conducted like how you conducted those local matches, district matches, national matches. It would have still looked good. Why did he have to put that fake mountain also is there, snow is there, light is there, sunlight is there, the trees also are blooming at that time. All greenery is there. I'm like, when does Japan have all of this simultaneously happening? That too in one place. So like that detailing it, because it was very evident. Like the screen, when he first showed me that playing kabaddi, that background is clearly seen. So that was something which irritated me a lot. But otherwise, it's a great movie, like really a great movie.
So now my second film is Ponman. I loved that film. I think it was early in the year, so that is the reason why it didn't make to the first place. But amazing performance by Basil Joseph. That they take the gold. They show how important gold is in the
marriage,
in the society. They show how gold manipulates, how gold controls the people in Kerala, and it also applies to the rest of the country as well. Okay, so amazing performances. I loved the narrative, the character. I was so connected to Basil Joseph's character. I mean, there's no like connected means I bought into that character. So and whenever he feels that low, whenever they say no, we won't return the gold right now, but he's in that place where he's going to. Yeah, Ponman is really great. Yeah, that's my number 2, and it may also compete with number 1, but just because of it had been released early in the year, so that's the only reason I had to place it in.
The only one is remaining. It's Durandar.
Okay.
Reason being, what is it? All the other movies, see, I had the major problem I had with rating is every movie is like you can't compare which is which this thing. But like the one, so Durandar, I felt like the budget was utilized to whatever he did this thing. And see, I put it in my review also. I don't care if it's real or real. Whatever he has done in terms of with the story and this thing, I'm okay with it. I'm not talking about any core values, anything, ethical values, nothing, zero. Because if you take that, some people will rate the movie half, some people will who are completely nationalists and all will give 5. See, that is there. For me, I just watched it as a movie, and I just had to want to address one thing where he was like, see, Akshay Khanna is like bloody fucking brilliant in the movie. Obviously, he is that cult actor. I have to give credit. And Ravi Rampal, Arjun Rampal, very good acting. Like even though his role is very small, like he has done justice to whatever he has done. And the
Sanjay Dutt didn't really work for me.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays everyone is casting him as a villain. Like every movie, they need a big villain. They're like call Sanjay Dutt. Yeah, so that is there. And who else is there? Madhavan, I think he'll have more prominent role in the next part, because here there's thing. But I think they could have used him more. But still, I think that is what the part required, and I think he did justice to whatever limited time he had.
Okay.
So yeah, your number 1 is Durandar, right, Samantak? So I think my number 1 and Yuvan's number 1 is same, I guess.
Let's say it on
Let's say it together.
3, 2, 1.
Kanta. So yeah, Kanta is like fucking brilliant. Okay, I'll start.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kanta is like anamorphic lens, I guess. They used anamorphic to a large extent, and the lighting was brilliant. The depth they created with the framing and composition, everything was great. And the characters, everything, the Dulquer Salman's character, Bhagyashree's character, Samudrakani's character, Rana's character was a little bit off, but it just came together in the end. So yeah, it's not a perfect film. Of course, it's not a perfect film, but there's a lot to appreciate in this film. That it was between this and Ponman, but because this was released, I had a little recency bias, and this is number 1. And every character has its own meaning. Bhagyashree's innocence, Dulquer's loss of innocence, Samudrakani's egotistical nature when he's the god, when someone else doesn't meet with his requirements of he even if it's his own student, he sends Dulquer to jail itself. In Samudrakani's, he doesn't buy into that stuff. He says, no, you are forever my student, you have to take this route. Don't lose yourself in this fame, don't lose in the stardom. And he sees Bhagyashree when Dulquer was his student, right? He sees him in her. That's the main reason why he loves her. And the everything that Bhagyashree does, everything that Dulquer does, Samudrakani does, everything has that much thematic as well as humanistic depth in it. So I guess Kanta should be number 1, or else
mine is undisputed number 1, Kanta, for all reasons with which Hrithik mentioned. Along with that, I think the performances
Amazing.
The characters are more than amazing. I think it's just they live the character. You know, they say that the character was I felt like they did a character study. They did it themselves. They knew what the character wanted, and they adapted themselves to the scenario where all three of them. I'm not including Rana in this because Rana comes later part of the section. So I feel like all these three main characters portray so much beauty because you can put a Venn diagram with them where the inner part is Bhagyashree, where she's both similar to both Dulquer and Samudrakani. My God. And the acting, especially when Dulquer Salman and Bhagyashree, when they had a sequence of her slapping. Yeah. The first slap, the small change. A second slap, and he's like, okay, come on, hit me more like this. And the third slap, you can see in the Bhagyashree's eyes, and you can see in Dulquer's eyes, each differentiates. And the camera, the first shot, the camera focuses Dulquer on a lower angle, which portrays him to get surprised of the first slap because he doesn't know. And we have
I'll talk about that later.
And we have Samudrakani sitting on a higher pedestal chair on a lower angle, which shows Samudrakani ego being satisfied. And we have a beautiful center frame for Bhagyashree Bose. That was mind blowing. And with the next slap, he's like, we'll go one more take, and he takes the hand, he slaps. We can slowly see a camera shift from up to down, portraying that he gathers the control of the scene. This was so. I think this and the black and white sequences of the black and white being the events that have already happened before. So that merges when you understand that all these events have lead up to this particular sequence. So the white, the color landscape and the black and white make sense. And especially in the end, when in the previous main sequence which came in the trailer and sequences which got very famous, where he did a mono acting in front of the mirror, and he smacks himself. That was mind blowing. But again, I was fida, or how do you say this? I was in love with the film in the end, where the same sequence, same guy, he stands on the mirror, same emotions. Only difference is in the previous sequence when Samudrakani tells you feel very angry with yourself, you want to smack yourself, he doesn't feel it, he acts it. But in the end, he really feels angry with himself. He really looks at the mirror and feels disgusted because he has killed the woman he loved without knowing that she loved him back. And he smacks in the mirror. I was like, oh.
Okay, these are our top 10 films.
Yeah, these top 10 films are very, personal for us.
Personal favorites. And
we have not watched much films of Indian origins. It's like a very few, and we selected from those few. In case if we have missed any critically acclaimed films or any kind of top class films, do let us know in the comments, and don't forget to mention your top 10 films. We are very eager to know your films. Let us know in the comments.
And please support us, share this video if you like it, do share it with others, subscribe to the channel, like the video, support us so that we can talk about films more.